Hi, welcome to my first YouTube video. I've never done one of these before, so I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm 14 weeks pregnant today, which means I've finally made it to the second trimester, which is fantastic. I have been so tired this whole pregnancy, and compared to my last two pregnancies, it's quite different for me. My first pregnancy went quite smoothly, except for the fact that I fainted quite a lot. I was fainting in shops, I was fainting in Costa, I was fainting in Tesco. It happened pretty much from the beginning. It was one of the reasons I knew I was pregnant. So yeah, I fainted all the time. I didn't throw up at all with the first. With the second I had hyperemesis, but with this pregnancy I've not thrown up even once. So it's very similar to the first, minus the fact that I haven't been fainting. My only real symptoms so far have been kind of breast pain and spots. Like, I have had more spots in the last 14 weeks than I think I've had combined all my teenage years. I have found that on top of being tired, I ache quite a lot when I sleep, and I think it's the growing pains, the round ligament pains, all that kind of stuff. Craving wise, like with my first pregnancy, I craved macaroni cheese. All I wanted to eat was carbs and dairy, just cheese and cheese and cheese, and by the end I think I was quite deficient in my vitamins because all I could eat was ice. I would cry if we didn't have any in the freezer, and back then we had one of those teeny tiny little box freezers, so getting it ready was it was a mission. With my pregnancy the second time, I didn't really have cravings. I mean, every now and then I'd be like, ooh, I fancy this, but it was never something that continuously lasted and continuously affected me. By the end, I was eating a lot of ice again, but I think it's because both of my previous pregnancies, I was heavily pregnant in the summer. I'd been throwing up from the hyperemesis so much that I needed the liquids, and I couldn't really stomach anything else, so eating ice and ice lollies was just a way of getting something in me. But this pregnancy, all I want to eat is vinegar. I'm talking chipsticks, salt and vinegar crisps, I'm talking putting vinegar on lettuce and just eating it, vinaigrette, ketchup because it's got vinegar in it. Anything that's vinegary, I am all over. If I could go to the chip shop every day and get like the proper vinegary chips without gaining loads of weight, I would do it. I don't know if there's any old wives' tales in regards to cravings. I don't know if craving vinegar would mean I'm having a boy or a girl, but if you want me to do a video on all the old wives' tales before we go for our gender scan, then I'll be happy to do that. I think it's something I'm going to do. It sounds quite fun, and I know with my past two they were all wrong, so it'd be interesting to see what happens this time. So at 14 weeks pregnant, apparently baby is as big as a beet. I don't know how big a beet is. I'm not really sure I've ever seen one, other than I keep thinking about radishes, but I know that's too small. One of my apps said the baby is as big as a fist, but that versus a beet, just it doesn't seem to add up. I do know that baby has doubled in weight since last week. I've got no idea how much the baby weighs though. And my stomach, I mean, now that all of the kind of first trimester bloating has gone down, I can definitely feel my uterus in there, and I can feel that it's come out of my pubic bone. It's really reassuring to know that I'm growing and everything is healthy, everything was fine in our scan, and we've actually got a scan coming up in just over 2 weeks where we'll be finding out the gender. It's kind of it's not an NHS scan. We're going to Window to the Womb, which is like a company in the UK where you can go for like a little checkup, and they check some things with baby and they check some of the anomalies. So it's also the reassurance a little bit earlier than the 20-week scan that everything is okay. I'm really excited. So I'm going to do a little bump shot. I'll do one with my shirt and then with my shirt up. You'll be able to see a little bit of my stretch marks and my really badly stretched tattoos and my really badly stretched belly button, and I've actually got a little bit of loose skin still from the previous two, but you know, this is what happens when you have babies. I can't afford a tummy tuck and nothing's ever going to really fix it. It's just how my body works. It's just what nature's brought for me, and if it means I've grown 2.5 babies perfectly, then that's fine. So as you can see, I have got a little bit of a bump at the moment. It's from the side and from the front. I definitely think I was bigger with my previous two pregnancies, so I don't know if this baby's going to be small. It's definitely there. It feels quite soft up here. That is mostly pasta and pizza, but then as you come down to about here, it's quite firm, so I feel like it's just pushing all my guts up. So it's this 14-week bump, and then my maternity jeans. Definitely see that it's protruding. So 14 weeks with baby number 3. So thank you for taking the time to watch my 14-week pregnancy update. I'm going to try and do one every week among other videos. I'll still be using my blog to write posts, so you can check it out in the link in the little box below. Please subscribe and like if you're interested, if you want to see more of this. If you don't like it, let me know what I could do to improve. As I said, this is my first YouTube video and it's something that I want to branch into and just try out. So let me know what you think and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.